everyone, and welcome to the NFL Offseason Show. I'm Marin, and I'm here with Taryn and Miles. Today we're going to be talking about teams that could make a jump in this year's NFL season. So Taryn, why don't you start and tell us what you think?
I personally believe that the Detroit Lions will make a jump from last season's 9-8 record. They started off a little bit slow last year, just were trying to get back into the groove from their 3-13-1 season from the 2021 season. Just had a new head coach and a new quarterback in that 2021 season, so they were trying to find a system to make everything work. But at the end of the 2022 season, they ended up 9-8 with a last-minute win over the Green Bay Packers to have them go over 500. Now, the Detroit Lions already have a great O-line. Jared Goff has been working really well. He was, I believe, 6th in passing yards last year. I believe he only had 7 interceptions, which is incredible stats for a quarterback, especially because it was only his second year on the team after being with the Los Angeles Rams. But overall, however, they did lose Jameson Williams due to some stuff mid-season where he was when he was hurt. However, so we will be losing him, or they will be losing him for 6 games. But they still have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They drafted a few like Antoine Green from UNC, and they also picked up former Lions wide receiver and former Jags wide receiver Marvin Jones in the offseason. They still have Maurice Alexander, Trinity Benson, Khalif Raymond, Josh Reynolds, so many returning wide receivers that they've had since the 2021-2022 season. So they'll be returning, and as well as they picked up David Montgomery in the offseason. They traded Swift, however, but they do still have Craig Reynolds and just people like that will help them make a jump from their just above 500 season last year.
So what do you think what are your expectations for? Like playoffs, record?
I think that a very respectable, you could do 10-7 wouldn't be bad, 11-6, maybe 12-5. Really anywhere in a range between that. It'll be at least a little bit better than a 9-8 season, which is barely above 500.
Okay,
12-5 is a little too generous in my opinion.
So who do you think is a contender? Or not a contender, but a team that will make a jump?
I think a team that will make a great jump would be the Tennessee Texans. Houston Texans. And I say this because they were 3-13 last year, which you can't really get worse than that. And they have tons of young talent. Jalen Petre, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, the list goes on. Derek Stingley, Damian Pierce, and other veterans like Laramie Tunsil and Robert Woods. This team cannot get worse, and this team will get a lot better. I'm gonna buy totally into this young talent, and also buy into the rest of the roster. And I believe that they will at least make a 7-10 season, do something along the lines of that. I'm not expecting a playoff jump from them, but I am expecting a very significant record.
Okay, Taryn, do you have a response to that?
Do you think they could win the South?
I think they could be up there with the. I think they would be able to win the South. I don't think so. They're not that good, but I do see them making a jump. They're not that good, though.
All right, thank you both. Now we're going to go into Super Bowl contenders. This will be a shorter session, but Taryn, who do you think is possible Super Bowl contender?
That really depends. I will say I'm going to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 2021 season, they were not great. Obviously, they picked first overall for the 2022 draft. However, they made a great playoff run last year, so I do think that they can make a Super Bowl push.
And Miles, what do you think?
They're going to have to play the Chargers to make the Super Bowl, so I don't think so.
All right.
But we can talk about that next episode.
Thank you for joining us on the NFL Offseason Show. I'm Marin, and I'm here with Taryn and Miles. Have a good day.